Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Returning to you tonight for this next movie review. Hopefully you'll enjoy this movie review. Sorry for my heavy breathing. Just making sure that I am talking to you guys and making sure that I don't have any health issues too, because I've just been coughing a little bit some of the time and wheezing because of the seasonal asthma thing, so it frickin' sucks. And I gotta get a new inhaler, so that's also something I gotta work towards getting again. But still, this movie review is for the listener, the Tessa Thompson movie. So I'm gonna discuss what I watched for this hour and 36-minute movie for the listener and let you know my thoughts on this movie overall. So let's dive into this movie review. Now basically she's just like this peer specialist, like she answers calls and listens to people's problems and all that. It's kind of like the suicidal hotline kind of stuff in a way, but basically not to that extent. But she's just a peer therapist in a way, just listening to your problems and what you're calling about and all that. So basically, it's kind of in sorts to mental illness and depression and all that stuff. But with what I watched for this movie, this was a drag. Um, I fully support anyone that's wanting to seek help towards bettering their life, like physical health, mental health, spiritual health, all that stuff. But this movie did feel like a drag. For an hour and a half, it really didn't go anywhere. It wasn't really a special movie. It was kind of meh, but it's meh to disappointing in a way. So I think with what I watched, Tessa Thompson's performance was kind of not that great, if I should say so myself. I mean, she was listening to people's problems, but then when one uh, caller came in talking about she was a professor or whatever, there were some calls that were kind of difficult for her to deal with, but that was kind of her job, and she got paid doing that in the movie, of course. But I think with this film, I was sadly disappointed. Not one of the worst films this year, but it will be on my worst movies of 2024. I just didn't feel that it was that great. And anyone that is struggling with mental health, suicidal thoughts, all that stuff, definitely call the suicidal hotline. They definitely can help. And I'm not saying this to bash the movie. I'm just saying as a known fact that I've watched and experienced this movie, in my personal opinion, wasn't that great, wasn't up my alley, and just the story alone just felt like a snooze fest, if I'm being honest. And I know they wanted to make this movie. It came out in Venice in 2022, but this movie didn't officially come out till March 29th in the United States this year. So if I were to give this movie its deserved score, I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. It's sadly a letdown. Not one of the worst films, but it's going to be probably at the top tier list of the worst films. Not meaning that it's very bad, it's just dull of a movie. Doesn't really go anywhere for the 96 minutes you're watching. So it goes by quick, but it just feels like a drag. It feels like this movie the idea was there, but the execution wasn't. So pretty much 5.5 out of 10 for the listener. I thought this movie was a snooze fest, and I just felt bored with this film and uninterested. So, with that being said, hopefully you guys watched this movie review and hopefully you enjoyed it. Found some enjoyment in what I was talking about. Sorry if I'm not talking properly. Gotta go take an inhaler in a second, so I'll be okay. Just kind of get my breathing issues under control a little bit. It freaking sucks. Sorry about the background noise. That's my nephew, too. But with that being said, thanks for watching this movie review tonight.